All right. I want like a blonde color. Okay, after this we'll start the. Blonde hair. Yay, blonde. Freaking blonde. Freaking blondish. Oh, man. Kitty. Wait, don't say that. Catherine. Yeah, there we go. That's her name. Her name is Catherine. That doesn't work. Wait, hold on. What do you think? Here's my friend. Yeah, we don't need that. Let's add it to this one. Probably not. Let's wait. Yeah, let's just probably add the blush to them anyway. They get all more flushy than men do. What is it? Oh wait, it's already episode 70. Uh, damn it! Let me change that 77 to 78. 78. There we go. Episode 78. Not 77, sorry. What the fuck? What the fuck? He's so small. Her fucking legs are tiny. Oh, no! What did you do, Catherine? Why are your legs so small? Okay, her legs can be freaking huge. Yet again, this is how big they need to be. Okay, Catherine's legs are kind of big. No. I'm gonna ping him at a guy who's not cool. That took a long time to make that freaking intro. It's like these intros are getting longer. At a guy who's not cool did not join. Come on. No. Can we VC? Bruh. I mean, the voice mod gets kind of annoying after some point. Well, let's just make sure it's not on some freaking audio setting. You know what I mean? Okay. Clean. Range. Okay, let's keep it on clean. Hey, Amberly. Is the Amberly? Come on, VC, Amberly. My last day of school was today, and now I'm on summer vacation.
I'm looking forward to this game.
I'm on summer vacation, bro.
It's convenient playing through these bars. Yeah. How can we get to that? I have my biggest idea. Say, we could play in your cell there. I mean, if you promise not to say anything about it to, well, Andy's funny about it. I wouldn't worry about it. Bonnie. On my word, there's a gentleman. You can't ask for more than that.
Yeah, I'm not at school.
What's your opinion on business friendly?
I don't really have an opinion on it. It's just I'm neutral to it.
Oh, okay.
No, this is better. No, I never thought I'd say this to a police officer. I'm gonna miss you. Careful, Bobby.
I don't know. What's your opinion on the GameCube, by the way?
What?
What's your opinion on GameCube?
I used to have it, but not no more. I have an Xbox.
Ah, cool. I have an Xbox too. Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry I have to tell you this, Mr. Caldwell, but right off the bat, I'm afraid I got the winning hand. I'm afraid not, Tommy. This is the winning hand.
Yeah. I used to have a GameCube too, but oh well, I don't have it anymore. But I got GameCube games and a Wii, so I can play these games whenever I want to. Yeah. Crazy, right?
What's going on here?
I'm sorry to inconvenience you, MP.
Are you watching some Go Anime videos in the background? Or no? Good thing is that streamer mode is enabled and no one can actually see my personal info. Oh, you saw the light. It's a voice mod. I'm watching my friend's video and it's like, no, it's because it's freaking. Sorry about that. I don't like stop playing those. I'm gonna go to Plotagon's stream. Because, well, I don't want the stream to get freaking boring.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm Klasky. Klasky, why don't you come up? The link is right. I'll give you an earlier link. Hold on.
Already got it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's most likely active around my time actually.
No.
Hold on.
Come on. There we go. Alright, join Klasky.
Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. We have a happy Merry Christmas.
Damn, that's loud.
Hold on. Who's the sexy guy over here? Who's the sexy guy?
It's Klasky.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my.
That guy's freaking loud, bro. Hey, Xbox, Techland, Games, Fans, you get 7, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering where you were. I don't know because you don't respond to me, bro. Nick, your Nintendo PM. Bruno Entertainment says that he might make some videos for I wonder what we would talk about, you know what I mean? Right, Xbox and Techland games.
Yeah, but after you got there, you said good night to development. Did you? Oh, yeah. Oh, baby, why don't you?
Yeah, alright, I turned the voice mod thing off, so hear me a bit clearer.
I guess that's about size of it.
I'll go. Gee whiz, you think I've never heard about something before.
Oh yeah, Xbox and Techland. By the way, I actually re-uploaded a video from No Anime Video from 2013. It's called Justin.
Well, I can't help
It's like I
Well, how did you
It's a
see
re-uploaded video that I made, by the way. I didn't make it,
You
but I
never
re-uploaded
how
it.
you feel about it. If you don't, you're gonna lose it. Girls like to get things like that.
This video was actually made back in like 2013. The original video was made by Kajin Cowboy.
Like what?
It was made in like February of 2013. Like, that's the public.
Play like
So
yourself.
the actual video that I re-uploaded was a 9-year-old Go Anime video. Trust me, it's very old.
You're the cats. I think about you all the time. Sometimes at breakfast, stare down at I see your face changing.
That's an old Go Anime video.
There's nothing I'd like
It's
to
really
do.
stupid if you look at it.
Did that the N-word?
Yes. It's a really stupid Go Anime video because this is posted in like 2013. It's not even that good quality. If you watch it, it's not really good quality.
Well, that's beautiful, Mark. I mean, there's not a girl in the world that would like to hear things like etc. You know why? Because you're so sick.
Okay, if Justin Bieber So if this Justin Bieber, why doesn't he have the blue shirt or blonde hair, whatever?
I don't know, because the person who made this was lazy back in 2013 when this was made, probably. Justin also has brown hair, you know what I mean?
The black one right here is not even Taylor Swift.
Huh. Yeah, that person was lazy, whoever made it. Well, actually, his name is Project Cowboy. And he made this in, like, 2013, so... The person who actually made this actually got, like, terminated. So I decided to re-upload it because I'm thinking it's good 2013 memory. 2013 Go Anime videos. I gotta say, 2013 Go Anime videos are the bomb.
What?
Yeah, no, 2013 Go Animate was the shit. It was the good stuff. Good times. Although those videos might have been really stupid, but it's like, doesn't matter. They were still good times, you know? That's what I liked about 2013 Go Animate videos. KBJ. Ah, the old KBJ was one of the good Go Animators in 2013. He uploaded all sorts of stuff back then, a while back. Some of these people from like 2013 was like crazy. Hey, there's even a Go Animate tutorial on Fair Park City Schools website 2014. And some of these good times.
I know.
This was posted back in like 2013, by the way. So wait, not 2013, 2014. Sorry, that was posted in 2014. And they actually even had it on a school website. So it was like actually because grounded videos weren't that popular yet. Okay, well they were starting to get popular in 2014, but like when it's before probably it started getting so popular and so extreme, it's like Go Anime videos weren't like they allowed Go Anime to be on school websites. So it shows it wasn't that bad in 2014, even though it was starting to get popular.
Good point.
Yep. It's nice and they had that in the elementary schools.
And Justin Bieber needs to get a life also.
Yeah, he does. He's a freaking retard. Justin Bieber is a fucking retard. I don't know why girls like his music. He sounds like a freaking annoying crybaby that's like. That's Justin Bieber. Sounds like a talking baby that thinks he's thinking, but he sounds like.
When you say baby a lot, it's so annoying.
I know, it is like. I really wish we could see if it got more dislikes than likes, but the sad thing is YouTube just had to dislike ratio by 2021. Late 2021. Like, that's so stupid. Why would YouTube remove the dislike ratio? It's not like the dislike ratio was hurting other people. They're playing. Oh, sorry, I'll let you talk.
It's proof that Susan can't even handle hate.
Yeah, Susan Wojcinski, bitch. The fucking Susan bitch. Yeah, Susan Bitch had to remove the fucking dislike ratio in late 2021 because she claims that other people felt attacked when they got more dislikes than likes. But like, who fucking cares? Because it's just a freaking button. It just shows how many people didn't like your video and they liked it. So maybe, what if the dislike video showing it wasn't a good video and we should recommend this? Or like you had a tutorial on YouTube, right? Like you're trying to find a good tutorial to watch on YouTube to figure out how to do this or that, and then it's like you see it has more dislikes, you can realize it's like, oh, maybe this wasn't a good tutorial. Maybe we should go find a different tutorial that actually would work. But no, because now that they removed it, now you can't even tell which is a good tutorial anymore unless you saw the comments of the video. And if it's disabled, you're out of luck on that because now you can't figure out if it's a bad tutorial or not.
And now what Susan's gonna do next is disable the comments.
No, I'm saying a person, if they disable the comments on their own video, great. Now you can't figure out what they're gonna. Now you can't figure out if the tutorial's better. I don't know why Susan Wojcicki had to be the fucking CEO. Like, I wish like we could still be old CEO of YouTube and we would still have the dislike ratio.
And Susan needs to get a life also.
Yeah, I know. If she could do a better job at running YouTube. She could like put the dislike ratio back on. She could remove users that actually deserve to get terminated from the internet, like cyberbullies, trolls, freaking porno artists, like whatever. People like Susan won't even remove people like that, but people who speak the fucking truth. That's like stupid. Like, all Susan does is she makes these stupid, crappy updates that are horrible for everyone instead of better. She thinks what she's doing is better, but the reality is that she's not. Like, in 2008, I mean, yeah, now you couldn't, like, post certain content by then in 2008, but, like, she made it worse.
If Susan keeps it up, she's gonna get fired.
Well, she's the CEO. She can't be fired. You can't fire the CEO of YouTube. You, like, have to buy out the company technically to be CEO. So Susan can't get fired because she's the CEO of. If you wanted to be the CEO, you'd have to buy out the company. Yeah, great. And it's better to be the CEO of YouTube than like Susan would just fuck the whole thing up because she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. You know what I mean, man? Like, I wish we could have like a freaking normal CEO of YouTube instead of this fucking shitty bitch who doesn't even know what the hell she's doing. And I'm sorry for the viewers who are watching. Not accustomed to press what I. Animate and YouTube got worse in both ways. Like, you could post. I mean, now it actually wasn't Alvin Hung's fault that he started removing those themes from the beginning. Everyone kept blaming, saying, "Oh, it's his fault. It's his freaking fault." They were like doing that back in 2016, 2015. Yeah, 2015, 2016, 2016. So in 2016, like, they could not even, like, you could, like, say, you couldn't even say whatever the hell you wanted to do. Like, like, you couldn't even use business names. You had to, like, freaking hack you had to figure all these cheats and hacks and everything to get around the boundaries of, like, you know, getting the old themes back. There was, like, all these boundaries everyone was doing back in 2016, 2017, figuring how to get the old themes back, how do you do this. And then they had to go to, like, GoAnimate for Schools, use how to use Requestly, all that stuff.
I don't know why people is blaming Susan this year.
Well, people are blaming Susan because she removed the dislike ratio in 2021. Remember, in like May 2021, she removed the dislike ratio. It's like you could have said whatever the hell you wanted to back then, but it's like now you could have spoke how bad it was. This world's getting so fucking sensitive. I don't fucking get the people running. They're all a bunch of crybabies, technically.
They could just ignore Susan.
Well, you can't ignore Susan because she's the CEO of YouTube. You can't ignore Susan because, well, she's just gonna remove your comment or your video or whatever it is. She's like, pretty much she can control anything. I wish I had the old CEO of YouTube back then. Elon like bought out Twitter, I think, or something like that. Elon Musk. Yeah, he was the guy who ran Tesla. Yeah, Elon Musk is the CEO of Tesla, I think. Yeah, the CEO of Tesla bought out Twitter, I think. Yeah, there we go. Elon Musk is the CEO of Tesla. Yes, $218.1 billion US dollars. I wish I was rich as him. He's still the CEO. CEO of Twitter. Oh, never mind. It's Paul Agrawal. Derek Agrawal, the Twitter CEO on November 29, 2020. Says Friday that he expects the sale to Elon Musk to go through, but he's continuing to doesn't. He bought out Twitter for $43 billion. That's a lot of fucking money to spend on that website. Prettiest quote. Huh. Prettiest. Elon Musk on Twitter says Verdiest Q. VRIDISQUO. Verdiest Quo. I know that's a Daft Punk song, actually. One of their songs was named Verdiest Quo. Then on May 31st, he said Verdiest Quo.
I got 76 subs.
Good for you, man. I got 1.1 thousand subs. Yeah, 76 subs. Good for you, man. Let me see. 1.11K subs. 1.1 thousand. It'd be like 1.100 something subs. I know it's that much. It's quite a lot of subscribers. You know what I mean? I'm pretty famous, bro. very, very disco, equals courteous, very disco. Hold on. The song of Verdi Disco. There is Daft Punk, very disco. Disco, very, very disco. Verdi is very, very disco. Who else is here because of Elon? It's like if you're listening after Elon tweet. Daft Punk is still amazing, bro. Part of the song am I in? Oh, can't watch it on Discord. Damn it. My most viewed video 2021 isn't even in there. I know which one is my most viewed video. There's my oldest video is from 3 years ago. This video is almost 3 years old. June 3rd, 2019 turns into June 3rd, 2022. This video will be 3 years old. I made a remake of this 3 years later. Wow, going to the history of viewing my own channel history is like crazy, you know what I mean, bro? Right, Xbox and Techline Games 2K7.
Yeah.
Yeah, going through my own channel history, going to my old videos from like 3 years ago. This is actually my oldest Go Anime video. I'm gonna send it to you, my oldest Beyond video. Go rapping at McDonald's and girl cries because he rapped. That's my oldest Go Anime video, if you're wondering. It actually has featuring the McDonald's rap from 2015.
Hi and welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you?
Yo, this is what I want.
Get 2 Big Macs and 2 apple pies, a little bit of Sprite and a side of fries. Let me get a McDouble, let me get a chicken, hot sauce. So they I want a McRib before I make piss. Let me get a hash brown, and a lunch, and if it is, I'm being sad and upset. Let me get some nuggets too. I want a pancake and a parfait. 2 of them out, really had a hard day. Let me get a McCafe latte and a couple $100 Shamrock shakes. Power in, hot tea. Ranch that gas with a side, please. Let me get a burger with a slice of cheese with no onions and pickles. So hold that, please. I want a McFlurry, 2 of those, 1 M&M, 1 Oreos. I want everything on the dollar menu with a burger with. dad in a black bag, I got seen on the black jacket. You know that?
That was just sad. Wow.
Get wrecked.
I said get freaking wrecked.
Get freaking wrecked.
Hey, get freaking wrecked, dude. Yeah, that's my oldest go. That's my oldest Go Animate video I actually made. So was that interesting?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I should do the same.
Yeah.
But do you have an audio of it? Of the man rapping at Burger King?
No,
Or McDonald's? Yeah?
Yeah, hold on. The problem was the original audio on the original video.
Hey, do you ever walk into a room and completely forget why you're there?
Back.
Taking a parfait, two of them not really
Okay,
at a hard
Nancy
day.
brought the
Let me
audio
get a
back.
big cafe latte and a couple hundred.
I'm about to send it to you, okay? Damn it, I didn't copy the link. There you go. How to order McDonald's. By High Res TV, which used to be called Kobe Pearson.
Lord Sam Rock 6, Powerade, hot dollar menu and a burger with jalapenos. Let me get a snap wrap from my bad better not test that dust sauce, no after. Taking everything to go, so pack that in a black bag, high res eating on a flapjack. Did you get all that?
So I've got my essay written, and I've been working on.
So, what did you think of the rap music, or are you still playing it? You're still doing Mavis Gets Grounded videos, I see. Nice, you made a video where she grounds the boyfriend. I bet Kick would be happy about that. Kick Pawlowski, Mario Fan 2K 2006. Yeah, he likes making these boyfriend Friday Night Funkin' Go Animate videos. If you don't know who it is, I'll send a link to his channel. Kick. What else? Ye and Mario and 2006. There you go. I guess he shortened it to KB AMF 2006. The most popular video is 619,000 views. There we go. Hello, my name is Kick Pawlowski, Mario Fan 2006 AUTTP EDCP KB AMF 2006 for short. On YouTube, I make Go Animated videos. I write the videos. I sometimes make like custom assets for my videos, but here are some made by other people. The Kick Pawlowski Mario Fan 2006 group. Me, Kayana, fictional Steve girlfriend. Natalie, the movie gal. Thunderbro UTTP, PT Prime, Maple by Amy, Amnon, Leslie. And then I guess we have etc. That's what the dot. Oh, never mind. There was no etc.
I make custom assets too.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I should probably send you my Vivian Gets Grounded series. Sorry, hold on. Not my Vivian Gets Grounded. My Beldam Gets Grounded. That's what I meant. My Beldam Gets Grounded. Here's my Beldam beats up Vivian and gets grounded. Oh, his name is Black Demon now. Damn. Wow, I gotta take this call from my dad, so hold on a second.
I got it. I will beat up Vivian until she starts bleeding out her lunch.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, what?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, bring it to. Sure. I don't want to change my mind. I'll just take the turkey and some lettuce. Yeah. Okay. You do that. Hmm. Who's calling me now? Yeah, what is it this time? Yes, you told me that like a minute ago. Welcome. Okay, I need to go. Alright, the lo-fi's turned off. Because I'm back now. Xbox and Tech Life Game Span 2K7, I'm back.
Sup?
Yeah, so I just went to go out to check the mail and now I'm back, so yeah. Yeah. So, what did you think of the Beldam beats up Vivian and gets grounded video?
It looks awesome.
Yeah. I was wondering if you could do some Beldam gets grounded videos.
Yeah. I think I could do that.
Yeah. What did you think of as poor Beldam gets grounded video?
I give it 5 out of 10.
Okay, 5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
PC's live stream pilot. What is Instant TV? Oh, Jesus, the video rapper maker 2K5.
You know about him?
No, I just see him on your live thing. 14th June 30th. Huh, your birthday's in 28 days?
Mm-hmm.
So you turn like 15 then?
Yep.
Oh, so you are fresh in high school. Well, I guess after this point you're not going to be, because now you're going to be a sophomore next year. Then after that you become a junior and then a senior and then you graduate. Yeah. I remember that one day in school when I called you, I was like wondering if you're like a sophomore or freshman. You said freshman. I'm like, huh, yeah, that makes sense. You're not even 15 yet. So yeah, you're gonna be a sophomore next year, man, and I'm gonna be a senior. Like a freshman would be the youngest in high school, and then the oldest in high school would be a senior. Then after a senior, you're graduated. Yeah. Well, at least I only got one more year of this shiz, and then you got like 3.
I know.
Yep. Well, if after that you can get a job, and then well, that's like your life's up to you after like 18 when you're 18. But I mean, actually, at this point, your life in high school actually kind of does matter because like it depends on how well you do in high school. Like if you get too many like absences in high school and then you like are screwing up so much, it's like well, it actually wouldn't be good on your record because like when you go to get a job and then they figure out how many absences you have and they figure that you did like really poorly in high school, it's like they might like not even want to hire you because of how bad you did in high school. Which really your high school years really don't matter like in a long time in the future because like when you're like a 30-year-old man, it's like what did your high school years do any good for you? It's like well probably no they didn't because like well now you think because like you changed a lot since high school. You know what I mean? I mean your freshman year definitely wouldn't like count. Maybe your senior year would count because you're like kind of turning into an adult by then. Well, actually, you do like that's like either before you become an adult or when you become an adult. So, like, yeah, because you turn 18 probably when you're a senior. Yeah, I think you turn like 18 when you're a senior. So, I would say, yeah, because like I would think that ninth to 12th grade is the most important grades of your life. In schooling, they say like ninth to 12th grade are the most important ones. The most important year would be like your 12th grade one, but the least important, like your ninth grade year. Because yeah, it usually goes like this. Like so when you're in elementary school, you're like teachers have to like help you with everything, right? They have to guide you where you go or whatever stuff when you're like very young. When you're maybe like 7 years old, 6 years old, like followed by teachers would be the line leader guiding a class. Like that's elementary school technically. The middle school's like you go from like being a little kid to like an adult. You know what I mean? Well, not exactly, but well, that's where you're a kid, but you like learn how to be independent kind of and then like in high school you're like completely independent without somebody having to be by you but like you still like need to learn things so you can get life and when as your senior year is your final year of high school senior year is your final year of high school that's like after that graduation nothing after that point you're now an independent adult which is where I'm going to be soon is some independent adult. I actually don't know if like I know now you can't like get through life in like independent when you're 18 because like when you're 18 you need to start getting a job and since some people really aren't good at hiring 18-year-olds it's like they're not going to probably pay you that much they might like not like care about you maybe I don't know but it depends on how much you start screwing up at your job. If you start screwing up at your job, like you're gonna get fired, and then if you do well, it's like, well, they might actually just give you a raise, and then you might make a lot of money, and then you might be like the CEO of like a McDonald's or any company if you start doing well. That's what jobs are usually like. If you do start doing very well, it's like they might raise you. They'll like bump you up. But if you like stop doing well, it's like, well, maybe they might shrink you. Might like lose a lot of money. And I'll tell you, like getting a job can kind of suck, and being an adult can actually suck because, like, when you're out of high school, a lot of people are not going to care who you were, right? Right, Xbox and Techland thing, games fan, 2K7.
Yeah.
Right, because we're in a time period where you're surrounded by like thousands of kids, hundreds of thousands of kids, basically. So out of high school, there's nothing like that because now you're independent, and no one's gonna care when you're an independent man. Because like no one's, I mean, like some people start taking you more serious now, but that's one of the benefits of being outside of high school. But once you're outside of high school, no one's gonna really take you that seriously. Well, no
I
one
understand.
Yeah, people take you seriously because now you're more smart. But when you're outside high school, no one really just cares who you were. And that's why being the popular kid really doesn't help in high school. Because like, well, when you're the popular kid, you start thinking, oh, people will care about me after high school. And you don't study like fucking jack shit, and you don't have anything in your mind. You don't know what the hell you do. Then you're going to be a homeless man because you started doing drugs in high school. And doing drugs in high school is not a good thing. I'll tell you that much right now. It's not a good thing to be doing drugs outside of high school because your brain's still developing. So when you're doing it inside of high school, your high school years as a teenager, doing drugs, you're drinking alcohol, and you're the popular kid, it's like, well, no, that actually doesn't help because now you have all these problems and now you're not going to develop any. And getting a drug problem is not a good thing. That's what I mean. The world can like really freaking suck. And that's why being independent can now suck because there's too many things to do and you don't know what the hell to do with your life. It's much harder now to figure out what you want to be than what you would have been. Like a long time ago, being a gamer now, that's like a thing that wasn't existent a long time ago. Like nowadays, people want to be like a gamer or something when they grow up. Like a long time ago, you would have probably want to been like an engineer or something like that. Then maybe like a policeman or like an electrician or a plumber. That's like one of those dream jobs you would have had a while in the 1980s if you were born in those times. But now you could be like a gamer or some guy who doesn't care. Because like it's easier to be a gamer now because like now we have all this stuff in the world and now it's easy to be a gamer. Or you can be an Instagram or a beauty influencer a lot easier if you were a woman. But things have actually been a lot easier now with this technological society. I mean, people became very stupid and they don't know what the hell they're doing, but at like the same time, they're also like things are much easier to do by the time you're an adult than like you would have been back in high school, like probably when our parents were in high school. If we didn't have technology, this world would probably be much harder to survive in.
I know.
Well, probably not, because like people could survive without technology, but some people who had like, diseases and stuff, had severe diseases, like and stuff. Like the technology now, we can prevent people from dying of disease because we now have technology and people to take care of those people. So in a lot of ways, technology's is actually useful because now we can heal the people who are hurting on the inside. But hold on, what was I going to say again? We can help. Is that technology can help the people, like help people who are terminally ill or have a severe disease. But like if we didn't have it, then like they'll just be dead. Not to mention, people are actually surviving much longer because of it. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Yeah, technology actually helps in a huge way. I mean, in a lot of ways, sure, it's not good for humans to be by technology all the time and stuff, but also if you think of it, technology in like modern medicine actually has helped humanity in a humongous way. You know what I mean? More people are being born. We can do many things. I think our prime is actually much later than it was. Well, now if you think of it, like, yeah, prime is probably much later. But like, it depends actually if you were taking care of yourself or not. Like, if you took good care of your body and it's in good condition, it's like, well, yeah, now you see a reason like your prime was much later, maybe you're like 30s or 40s, for actually taking good care of yourself. But if you don't take good care of your body and like, well, you start feeding junk into it, it's like your prime's going to be so much later than it should be. Basically, like, don't overeat, don't like fill your body with so much junk where it's like you can't even like freaking move. Don't like destroy your brains as well with like drugs or alcohol. Because doing drugs or alcohol is bad.
I know.
Yeah. Do things that are like productive, you know what I mean? You would actually have a much later prime. Yeah, your prime actually could come later if you were taking good care of yourself. Or keeping your brain active. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically just keep your brain active, keep doing everything right, and well, you might be like fine by the future or in the way future. I mean, that's what happens to you in the future. I mean, like you do become just more mature by then. That's like what a kid is. They're basically a person who comes in the world doesn't know what the hell they're doing. That's how you describe a kid technically. But then an adult would be a young adult would be like someone who kind of knows what they're doing, but they're like having trouble. And then an adult is like someone who really knows what they're actually doing. And then an elder is like someone who's completely knowing what they're doing, but the problem is they're physically finally like so weak they can't do like shit. And then a really, really old person would be like 190 years old, and they would be so weak that they'll like die at any point. So yeah, that's like kind of why our prime is in like 20s or 30s, because by that point you know what you're doing and your body's flexible. But then in the future, it's like you become so like this is kind of why the prime's 2030, because like when you're like a kid, you don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't really have the good strength, even though you're plastic. Your body's elastic enough where you can do a lot. But the problem is like, yeah, you just don't like have a lot. You just don't have anything technically. But then by the time you're an old person, which is like where you do have a lot and you could be strong enough, but the problem is your body's no longer plastic and you're kind of weak. So by your 20s, 30s, that's like where you are strong enough, but your body's still plastic at the same time. So that's why your prime would be like 20, 30 years old. it's very hard to re-enter your prime once you got out of your prime. You know what I mean? And it's a bad idea to be way past your prime. You know what I mean? I mean, you could do a lot of things that could keep your prime going for much longer, but the problem is your prime is not going to be that good once you're way past it. Your life's not going to be fun anymore when you're way past your prime. You know what I mean? And I don't mean someone who's like in their 40s. Like, well, I mean, yeah, you're past your prime, but you would be like fine. You know what I mean? But you're in your like 60s, 70s. You're so weak, and like you're more likely to get a virus than like an old person would. That's the problem with animals. They can easily get like viruses and shit, and that'll just make them sick. You know what I mean? The technology is beneficial for a lot of ways. Like, helps keeping you from getting sick. It can actually keep you in your prime for much longer. But the problem is now with the technology, we create so much things like, what's the good things we created with technology? Technology, we got like TVs, video game consoles, computers, phones. Those are very beneficial for everyone, like, uses them, because now you can call people and tell them where you're at, or you can use Google Maps and figure out where you are or what you need to look for. That's like the internet. You're just trying to find out what you need and stuff like that. Like, that's the good thing about technology now. But the bad things about technology is we create things that can be destructive. You know what I mean? Like atom bombs and stuff. And atom bombs will destroy the world. And we can create like technology. We can also create things like candy and stuff like that. Creating candy is actually not a good thing. Now, you're gonna get like sick from like all the junk food we create with technology. You know what I mean? Like, we can create. Yeah, technology can create a lot of things that can make humans sick. So yeah, no, we created so many things with technology. It's like crazy. Now it's like we're much happier and we can do things because things are a lot easier now. But the thing is, now we actually need to learn what's right, what's wrong, a lot better than we did. You know what I mean? Things are a lot better, and we need to try to be better. That's like usually how the world works. It's like we try to make the next generation better than the previous generation of people. Right, bro? Yeah, we basically try to make the next generation better than the last one had. So like for like, let's say the next generation, which would probably be Generation Alpha or something like that, we try to make life for that generation better than we had it. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I think now we've actually gotten so far where it's like we can't make it better because we're at the best. We got to the best we could be. We try to not make it worse. We try to make it better. Better is better than worse, obviously. Because, like, if you look at it, the past was much worse than, because black people used to get slaved back then, and white people used to slave them. Well, there's just too much slavery. That's not a good thing. Well, we ended slavery, which is a good thing. That's about the actually, to be honest, looking at girls, they're much more beautiful than they were in the past. Actually, everyone who is human is more beautiful because of the new technological stuff. We made human beings more beautiful than like you would have like a freaking long time ago. Like, I think even older people are more beautiful than they were now. Like, I think it was something like this. Like, a woman was not as beautiful, and they stopped being beautiful by the time they were like 30 years old. And it could be now that we did a lot of things that now it's like this generation of girls could be so much beautiful by the time they're like 50 or something like that. Because I think before, after you were like 20, you stopped, like 20 or something like that, you stopped being that beautiful. By the time you were like 30, you were kind of all beaten up at that point. And by the time you were like 40 or 50, it's like you realized that you were definitely much more ugly. You started becoming, feeling like looking much like, because like I know women can get more uglier than men by the time they get older, and I noticed that for sure. Right, man? Yeah, I think you know it. I think you already know that by then. Yeah, is that men seem to age a bit slower than women, and that could be because men do a lot more than women do. You know, because like all the women did was like do nothing a lot, not a lot. Yeah, I don't understand it, man. You know what I mean? Like we live in a generation where people can tend to look very like don't look very well. I don't understand people. Well, I mean, I actually don't even understand. Like they're saying that my generation of people or teenagers still look like fucking elementary school. Do you think that's true that teenagers in the 2010s look like elementary schoolers? Because I don't think so. Because teenagers nowadays don't even look like elementary schoolers. I think they look exactly like teenagers.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I looked up evolution of like high school, and it says that people like kids nowadays look like toddlers or some shit, and I don't believe that because well they don't look like kids, they look like teenagers. The only reason you think they look younger is because well maybe it's because they have clothes that look more youth like. And honestly, we made a lot of stuff that makes a person more youth like. Like well yeah, technology made people look more youth like because now we have more youth like animations, or like we create movies that make movies now instead of like books, or instead of like books. You know what I mean? Because if you read a book, all it was just words, and you'd have to understand what was going on. Like now, you could like picture it in your own head, so like you could create a movie in your own head when reading things. But now it's much harder because television now it just shows you what you're doing. Well, you don't really have a strong imagination for reading. I mean, also reading is much harder now. You know what I mean? But not exactly. Well, some books are pretty hard. Like I would say Shakespeare is very hard.
I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Oh yeah, I'll make sure he watches. Just I'll probably watch that later. You know what I mean? How many hours has it been? Whoa. Hi. Reading is totally a different experience. I know that. Okay, so I'm gonna end this stream right now. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Bye.